today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
It's the National Football. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 19 carries, 89 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're preparing for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Throwing on first down. Durant. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Mack. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's taken down inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On first down, Durant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Marlon Mack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Shy of the goal line. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to run with Mack. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
He was taken down.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there and also a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A.J. Epinesa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Looking to throw on second down. Durant firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Durant. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Pass. Complete to number 81.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 7, Colts nothing.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Jackson going to run.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
4 yards on the pick.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson from the shotgun. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. This time, Jackson will throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Here's Mack.
Inches.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
38-yard line.
Now a carry for Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Second and a yard.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's good.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mack off the draw play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
To throw on 2nd down. Durant. He's got Burton here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both.
And oh, sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, Jackson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
For the field goal, a 29-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the route is on. It's 24-0.
24, Colts nothing.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Durant, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
To throw on 3rd down. Durant. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start things out with the battle for Ohio. This one at First Energy Stadium as Cleveland hosts Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. The Bengals locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Steven Sims, up close to 100-yard receiving there. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. in that game all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive, first and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. First down and more for Jackson. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Second and 11 now. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Finds.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
And sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Durant, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Durant. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 45-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Durant, Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by
is
the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a first down. This is Edwards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tack McKinley on the stop. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's
on third down, Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Edwards. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Durant fighting Hilton on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Durant. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, Durant. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Oh, that does a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Durant out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Humphrey on the coverage.
Throwing again. Durant. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. The 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing after the interception. Durant.
He dumps this off to Mack.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To number 87. That's a gain of 4.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Sanchez on to punt for the Colts.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the Colts are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
They run the draw play with Mack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
45. Colts 3.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
J.K. Dobbins.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Edwards.
At the 40-yard line.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down. Durant. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun. Durant. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Durant. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On first down, Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mike, 58, right there. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Check. Check out.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.